Hello and welcome to Season 3 of our Astrox Imperium Let's Play Poorly. We're starting a new run. This one's going to be very roleplay heavy. We're going to try to maintain a consistent play style throughout the run. And in order to do that, I'm going to do this in the campaign map, not in a sandbox. This is something I haven't done in a really long time, but there have been some updates and improvements. It's not exactly full of campaigny stuff yet because the dev is still, in fact, building a lot of that out. But we did get some quest lines put into the system now with b140, so we're going to be able to take a look at that. So let's go ahead with our new campaign. So this is a little bit of backstory here, telling us about the universe. It was said mankind dreamed of traveling the stars from our first gaze into the heavens. It was inevitable that such dreams surface into reality. The unity required to realize such a dream brought with it a lasting peace. Our efforts gave birth to the greatest of all human achievements, the Imperium. Born into Earth's orbit like a child from its mother, the Imperium became a symbol of hope to the people of our dying world, the promise of a future worth living, and with it, our redemption. So the Imperium is a colony ship. We'll find that out later. We never found such salvation, or redemption for that matter. The curse of our human nature would reveal itself again on that day. Not many are alive now who clearly remember that horrible event. What little we know, one thing is certain. We survived. So clearly there's a lot of destruction. And so here is our cargo pod, our little Evo pod here. So we're about to get picked up from here. We're going to call ourselves Archipus 3. This is the third series. Here we go. All right, let's get our face. I've picked out a face already, this guy here, and I've also picked out some glasses, because I'd love to give him some glasses. Where are they? That one. Now, there's a whole bunch of factions, and I've already picked a starting faction for myself. The factions and the professions in the game are starting conditions, but they don't require you to maintain anything like that at this time. Like, that might not be the same in the future when the campaign is finalized, but for right now, you can kind of do whatever you want. But I am going to try very hard to maintain an RP that kind of conforms to the faction and to the profession. So I've decided to go with the commerce subfaction of the trade faction. It's a loose conglomerate of entrepreneurs and big business chains moving personnel and goods around the system. Members count their worth in cargo space and units sold. And then I'm going to be a hunter. Hunters live by their own code, working both inside and outside the law. So what I'm going to be is a commerce guy, a trade guy, who also is really hell-bent on making sure that all the space lanes stay open for our guild, for our faction, maybe fighting other factions if we need to, definitely fighting raiders, and basically being kind of, I don't want to say like the show Firefly, because that's not really what this would be. It's because it's a little bit more established. But that is essentially kind of how we're going to be playing this. We're going to be independent, we're going to be scrappy, we are going to be traders, but we're also going to get into fights if we need to in order to kind of carve out a space for ourselves. And now we're loading it in. Hey there, we're glad to see you're finally up and about. You've been sleeping for quite some time. Might I suggest you take things easy until you feel comfortable with some instruction? This is the Welcome Center. It was created for new refugees like you, though it hasn't been used in some time. Feel free to wander about. There are a few exhibits that you may find informative. Let's just get on with it. There's a couple places where you can read about things, but we're just gonna push on through. Okay, so all right, let's head over to the station so we can pick up your brand new ship. I guess new is a relative term, though, considering it was manufactured over 80 years ago. My old friend Jessa Din is waiting for you at the Biomate University. She will help you get familiar with your ship and all the various station services. Let's get going. Wow, it really is such an honor to meet you. I was really hoping I would be selected as your instructor. I know this is all confusing, but I can assure you it will all make sense soon enough. I suspect you are ready to get started with your training. Where am I? You are currently docked at a station. One of our salvage drones found your cryo evac pod floating out there in the void. I can catch you up on everything you missed. Yes, do you know what happened? We don't know everything, but here is what we have gathered up to this point. We were all in transit aboard the Imperium to a place called the Oasis. We don't know where that is, or even what the Oasis is. We do know this. Something went horribly wrong, and now we're stranded out here. It sounds a lot worse than it is. We have come to live together in relative peace for over a few hundred years. Here's here. Well, I can't exactly say where here is. None of us can. We call this place Astrox. It was the name of the last readable location on our navigational star charts. Technically, we have no clue where we are, but at this point, most people don't seem to care much. As for the Imperium, that I can tell you about. The Imperium was the colony ship that was transporting us over 200 light years to a place called the Oasis. That's what happened to it. Don't really know for sure. There are a few theories floating around, everything from aliens to sabotage. You name it, someone out there has a theory about what happened to the Imperium. The latest ones involve the premise that there never was a ship at all. Bunch of wackos, I tell ya. So how long has this been going on out here? That one we do know. Lucky for us, one of the atomic power cores from the Imperium was still functional. It is now the very heart of this station, and it has been running for over 230 years. When the initial survivors started rescuing each other, they used damaged power core to activate one of the habitation units that had detached during the explosion. Their quick thinking saved thousands of lives. So have I been out there this whole time? Yes, you have been asleep in your cryo evac pod this whole time. You are the first refugee we have seen in over 70 years. This station used to be packed with instructions and new G pilots, but over the decades fewer and fewer would arrive until one day it just stopped altogether. You, friend, are somewhat of a celebrity. Like I said, it's been quite a while since we have seen a new G in these parts. You might be wondering about your starter ship and those 55,000 credits in your account. Just some assistance from the Alphas to help you get going. There used to be much more support back when we were processing 20 to 30 refugees a day. Now there are just a few of us instructors left. Don't worry though, us die-hard pilots still know all the tricks. Alright, just the basics, because we do know what we're doing. Yeah, alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to intro tutorial, next. Yeah, I am ready to go. I have given you a special mission. This mission will require that you locate a particular rock out there in space. Okay. And we don't need the mining tutorial. I know how to do that. Okay, there we go. So, first up, I need to go ahead and set my hotkey stuff. One thing I always do is change my afterburner toggle to B, because that's what I'm used to. It used to be that this was set to caps lock, which was weird, because it could sometimes get reversed and so on. But I prefer B on that one. And then over here in the extras, we need to make sure that no zoom in pilot view and tactical sensors override for no color and texture. I do need to be able to run in the background. And there was one other thing. The zoom out. Auto zoom, yeah, no zooming out to the galaxy map. And let's do instant skill training just because why not? Remember the toggle panel state, panel toggle state, and I think that's good. Okay, now to the garage. Oh, gotta open up our stuff. So let's go ahead and put. Oh, we gotta do our life support. Protein bar, basic filter. Let's go ahead and stick the other ore harvester on there, and we don't have anything for the passive slot just yet. We are in a little dinky-doo basic escort, that's okay. Oh, and I should point out that the textures on here are from Dragon Slayer. On Discord, he has this put in, it's up on the Nexus for this game, basically a mod to change the textures out and some other things, which I really recommend. Okay. Where are we going? Looks like we're going over here. But first thing I want to do is actually, let's get these opened up. Let's go ahead and scan as much as we can. Finally got the gate. Don't have a lot of targeting capacity at this point. That's all right. All right, let it finish out. There we go, and let's just do these manually. They are going to take a minute. And then ballast crow. Okay. And there's another station over there. One of the nice things about the campaign map is that it is designed by a human being, by Momo Jace, the developer. So it actually kind of feels like it makes more sense. I mean, it does make more sense, which I like. But okay, so we've done that. Now, what I want to do first, before I go do that mission, before I go do that bit there, is I want to get a list of all of the faction colors, because I never remember what they are. But we want to know, because we are going to be essentially competing with factions that are not us. So I'm going to go ahead and pause us down, and then I'm going to go find the faction graphic that's online somewhere, and I will show that off. All right, so let's look at this. This is the faction chart. I should make sure that I remember to save this somewhere. What we've got here is the alignment key on the top left that's telling us who is allied, who is neutral, and who is hostile to each other. Here are the factions. So we've got Science, Civil, and Alpha. Alpha is the primary. These are the primary ones, and these are the sub-factions on the outer ring. So we have the orange guys here. We've got these light bluey weirdo guys here. This is us. I guess that's blue, green, gray, something. I don't know. We've got the red pirates. We've got the purple religious people. Green, lime green labor. And then the blue law. So if we go very quickly, I'm going to come right back to this. Over to here, we can see here's a blue law guy. This is that is going to be one of the the alpha guys. That's going to be an alpha guy. Yeah, so that's what we've got there. So let's head back over to this list. Okay, now we are commerce right here. So I don't really. Oh, I see how this works. Okay, so these purple lines are kind of just showing our counterparts, basically. Not necessarily that we're against them, although we are, but that's not specifically what this purple line is telling us. So let's take a look. So these guys here, these blue, gray, green, glue, I don't know what they're, that's sort of, we're going to call this the boring color. Whatever this is, the boring color, this is us. We are allied with Alpha, so the orange guys, and we are allied apparently with the outlaws. That's interesting. Okay, all right, that I can work with that because I'm a hunter. So yeah, we vibe with these guys. I like that. We are neutral with law. All right, I can live with that. And neutral with the religious people, which is fine. We probably exploit them. They exploit us. Everybody gets along. But we are hostile with labor, which honestly, 100%. Yep, I get it. Because this is big business, and this is the workers, and the history of humanity is the history of class struggle. I laugh, but no, this is very much true. So this is our primary opposition. So we're gonna kind of keep that in mind, right? That if we get a little tetchy, we're going to fight labor. We're going to fight these lime green guys. We're probably going to try very much not to fight Alpha. And we're only going to fight the outlaws if we have to. Although, honestly, these guys like to fight everybody. So, yeah, they don't really ally with anybody. I mean, raiders will fight everybody. These guys don't necessarily fight people. But we're gonna treat them with kid gloves. Even though we're allied, we're gonna definitely treat them with kid gloves. Okay, back to it. So let's go ahead and I'm not gonna remember these colors. Just warning you right now. So I'm gonna be keeping that image up there, and I might even set up. Oh yeah, let me figure that out right now. Yeah. I am slowly learning how to use OBS better and also how to get screwed by OBS. But yeah, we're going to talk about that some other time. Okay, so we've got this, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an option for that to show up at some point if I need it. But for right now, we don't need that. So, all right, let's get back to this. Okay, let's go to the Adamite ore. And the objectives are done. We didn't really have much to do. So we're going to go ahead and get all of it. Done. And now we're going to go back to Biomate University. Wait a minute. That's not right. Hold on a second. My controls are funky. What happened? You know what it was? It was me being a dum-dum. I saw toggle autopilot and thought it said toggle afterburner, and I switched my key and it's the wrong switch. So yeah, we're gonna fix that. Wow. Just took my pants off in front of my audience here for a second. We're getting back in. It's gonna take a second. All right, so what I had done wrong was I had set this, where is it here? That's got to be E, and that's got to be B, afterburner. And the other thing was that my joysticks were getting involved in there as well. So yeah, that should be E, and that should be B. It was previously, it was previously caps lock. So we're gonna switch it to B. There we go. Now everything is right again. Back to Biomate. We got some money and some skill points. We are level 2. And some more stuff. Excellent. So that's done. And we have some Adamite ore that we can sell. But here is where we now need to start thinking, because this is going to be an RP heavy run, which means I am not going to just randomly throw away money, right? I'm not going to just toss money out the window. This is 11.4. Let's see, it's discounted. If we sell that to them, let's see, 11.4. They're going to buy it for 645 because they're a very discounted price. That's not where we want to sell it. We don't want to sell it there. But we may have to, because I think right now we just need to get our cargo clear. And then we can go do some more, like start actually paying attention to what we're doing. Okay, yeah, let's just get rid of that stuff. Now, let's go into the garage. We have room for a passive slot. We have a little bit of money. We've got our ore harvesters. That's probably what we're going to have to start with. Just doing some mining. Or we could do some trading, because we're not really an excavator, so... Okay. Alright. Let's think about this that way. So let's go ahead and put the pulse on there. And let's see. Oh, let's see. Are there any missions that we could use? We could do some harvesting. There's locating a light crate, but we don't know where Hunu is. We haven't been there yet. That's going to Felishar. We also don't have enough space. A lot of these are requiring work in places we haven't been to yet, so we're just going to leave those for now. I mean, we could find them, but we're not going to... we're going to RP this. We're not going to go to places we don't know because we've never been there. We don't know if they're dangerous or not. I know they're not dangerous, but the character doesn't, so... let's go back to... oh, let's go to the garage. So we're going to look for something to put in our passive slot. Hopefully, maybe some cargo. So let's go look for passive modules. And now we've got some great new sorting options, which I like. We're going to do a class, maybe? No, let's just do it by name for now. Let's look for cargo. Oh, I had my caps lock on. Not that this matters, but yeah. Okay. That's a mass reduction. And there's a cargo expansion, which we can't afford yet. Alright, so we're not going to do that. What we're going to do instead is we're going to look for what they are supplying. Okay, so they are supplying some a pretty huge list of things. Ooh, they're marking that up though. Oof. Shield generator, it's 56% off price on that one. Okay, that's good. Improved shield generator, really cheap, 62% off. We could get a bunch of those. 66% off. We can't afford that though. 55. All right, yeah, the best one I think is this guy. So let's buy as many of those as we can. Improved shield generators. There we go. Now, I know it is possible to cheese the game. There are a lot of exploits still available because the game has not gone through a balance pass. That's not the point of where we are in the game dev cycle, right? He's getting the systems in. We're getting to experience all the new things that are getting at it, but we're not really in balance mode yet. So I'm not going to be cheesing if I can help it. Like if I run into something that's like, oh my god, I can make billions, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to, again, RP. We're not going to try to cheese this. So what we need to do is find a place to sell these improved shield generators, but we haven't been anywhere yet. So let's go to around in this system because we don't know what's out in the universe yet. There's a university here. We do have some skill points, but we don't really want to spend the money on that yet. Any missions for us? Collecting a debt. I mean, now that is a job, right? And we're not ooh, can I do the thing? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we are not against law. We're kind of neutral to law. So that should be all right, right? That should be fine. So, ooh, do we want to do it, though? Collecting a debt. Well, it's in Balascar. Again, we still don't know where that is. Oh, in Beacon Spit, don't have any idea where that is. Gates of Alfaris is right next door. We know that that's right there. We could pick up some stuff, and it goes back to... oh! But we don't have room. So, but let's... How long can we go? How long is that going to take? 4 hours. I think we should take that mission. We don't have enough money for the insurance. I need 20k. All right. Let's see what we can sell here. They don't have any improved shield generators. So it has very low demand. Very heavily discounted rate. And that's some bullshit. We're losing a whole lot of money off of that. So we are not doing that here. Alright, we're going to have to forego that mission, unfortunately. I mean, we might be able to get it if we come back, but I'm not going to remember where it is, so... Go over to Star Shepherds. Now these guys are temple. Ah! So the color of the station determines the color, is determined by the faction, right? So we know that this is purple. This is law, not law. This is religious. This is temple, guys. You can see faction temple. We are allied with them, so I'm okay landing here. They do not have. They do not have a market. Okay, who's next? Lamasu Financial. That's one of ours. Yeah. Let's go to them. The dull color. They do have a market. Okay. They are also not buying those, so... Alright, well, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. We're gonna have to go find a place. It's a little overzealous, maybe. Some people doing some mining, it sounds like, somewhere out here. Yeah, alright. Let's see where we can go. We can go to Gates of Alfaris, Hunu. Okay, so these are all pretty close by. Well, let's start going clockwise. Now this, okay, actually need to be careful, right? Because again, the sectors, these sectors are owned by different factions. So we want to avoid spending as much time as we can in labor, right? Because we don't like them. We'd be sort of honor bound to fuck their shit up. So we're gonna not. But this is law. We're neutral to them. This is trade. That's us. So yeah, we're probably gonna go there first. No, that's not. Is that? Wait. Trade. Why are they green? Isn't lime green labor? I don't know. Okay, this is pirate. This is temple. I'm confused. I'm super confused. Well, we're gonna go there anyway. Wait. Uh-oh. I didn't have targeting option there. Okay. Going to Hunu. Oh, no! Damn it! I lose money every time we do that. Didn't mean to do that. Let's turn off the auto warp. Back to Hunu. Shoot. Okay. Okay, maybe there wasn't money. Yeah, we didn't have to pay for that. Who are you? You're transporteers. You guys... I don't think you're us. You're the weird... It's the wrong color. Lime green is supposed to be labor, isn't it? That's value star. Well, let's go find out. Let's look at that. That's Ponza. And that one is Linz. Okay. Well, we're gonna go into transporteers. It's the trade faction. That's us. I don't know why it's lime green, but all right. I wonder what the I wonder what labor color is for stations. Okay. Well, maybe now the faction color thing isn't going to help us very much for some of this stuff, anyway. Oh, they're definitely... Yep, they're not buying it. They don't need it. Alright, let's go over to Value Star. This early on, it's not surprising that we haven't found a place to sell this stuff yet. I mean, we've only gotten a few stations. And there are like 100 sectors, so... We may end up having screwed ourselves a little bit, but that's alright. Spending a lot of money just going in and out of these places. Oh. No. Alright. Let's see. That's to avoid Starcross. That's to Ponza. There, and then that's to Linz. Oh, no. Ponza and Linz. Now, we do know, I know, we don't. The character doesn't know, but I know that the campaign map is laid out kind of in zones of, oh. Okay. Labor is yellow. Hang on now. Okay, so that's yellow. Okay. All right, let's get back over here. So labor is yellow. That's not lime green. That's yellow. And we're green, even though that color there is boring and not blue and not green. But okay, so it's green. That's going to be green. This is yellow. That's just what we got. It's how we're gonna. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, let's go to Linz. Gotta find a place to drop these shield generators. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Corrival. Who are you? So now these guys are outlaws and pirates and so forth. Yeah, you're gonna be trade. Yep, okay, that's the way the colors work then. Oh. Collecting a debt. Hunting a raider. That's for commerce. Which we definitely want to do. So that's us. Because if we look at ourselves here, we can see we are friendly with commerce and have a little bit with science. Alright, is that the only station here? Looks like it is. Well, okay, we're gonna need to do something. We're gonna have to keep spending money going in there. Let's go ahead and grab this mission. Collect a debt from the trade guys in Entropy. Where's Entropy? Do we know where Entropy is? Yes, it's right around the corner. We can do that. That'll get us a little bit of money when it comes time to do it. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and end the episode because we were hitting 34 minutes. When we come back, we're going to go and do this debt collection and still look for places to sell our boondoggle shields. Thanks for watching. See you next time.